Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. March 31st, 2025. Watch along the results for Monday Night Raw 1562. Thank you for joining me for Raw 1562 tonight. If y'all new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the thumbs up. Make sure you share the stream to YouTube and Twitter X. And if you want, if you have an Instagram, Facebook account, you can share it to Instagram and Facebook as well. Now, to those of you that watched Monday Night Raw earlier, I don't want to know the spoilers. I want to see the results for myself. So I want to watch the show for myself. We'll go over the results at the end of the show. Not going to waste anybody's time. Without further ado, let's go ahead and tune in to Monday Night Raw 1562. Now, let me just say this real quick. This Monday Night Raw watch along is specific just now getting home from work that has not watched Monday Night Raw yet. Yes, this is the last week that Monday Night Raw will air at different time. Next week, it'll be back to airing on Netflix at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Yes, I've been wanting this for a while. I can't wait. That's the time that Monday Night Raw should air every week anyway. So the whole reason why it's been airing at different time for 3 weeks is because they were on the European tour, which I understand. So, I can tell you right now that I'm happy that I'll be able to go live with other YouTube content creators now that European tour is going to be over at the end of this week. The last day of the European, I think, for Friday Night SmackDown, and I'll be live for your Friday Night SmackDown preview. Go over what match card they have for SmackDown and whether the show's going to be a solid show or a mid show. I'll tell you right now, it's not going to be that good. I feel like SmackDown's not going to be that good. I mean, they're doing good with story, but booking matches wise, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be solid, but I feel like it's going to be mid at the same time. So there's going to be, I feel like for this week's SmackDown, there's going to be some ups and downs. For Monday Night Raw, I feel like from looking at the match card, I think Monday Night Raw is going to be a great show tonight. But I got to watch it to find out first. That's my prediction. Or this afternoon, because Monday Night Raw did air on Netflix earlier. So there are a few YouTube content creators that are live with their Monday Night Raw watch-alongs tonight, including myself. There's 4 others that I know that's live for this show. You know, if you are subscribed to Netflix, Monday Night Raw is on there, so you can go on there and watch it. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm not going to waste any more of y'all's time, most importantly. Let's go ahead and tune in to Raw 1562, because I'm ready to see what kicked off Monday Night Raw and what ended Monday Night Raw. So I'm pretty much ready to see the beginning, the middle, and the end of the show, the entire show. So let's go ahead and tune into it. Honestly, I'm not going to complain if Monday Night Raw is that it will deliver. Because I'm going to watch it. I'm watching it right now. What's up, boss? Welcome to the live chat. I see you in there. I know you left. Usually people tune in and they leave. That's how it is with my live chat, typically. So Monday Night Raw was live in London earlier while I was at work. Most of the YouTube content creators were live for Raw earlier while I was at work. But there are still a few that are live watching Monday Night Raw with them right now. I already checked to see how many YouTube content creators are live with their Monday Night Raw watch-along watching this show. I can tell there's like 4 or 5 wrestling YouTube content creators live right now. I don't see more than 5 at this point. So, guys, just now tuning in, man. Welcome. Welcome. I said I was going to be live with Raw today, but I didn't know a specific time. But I came up with a time. Said I was going to be live at my normal time, 7:45 p.m. Usually the watch along begins as soon as my audio and my YouTube channel logo pops up on the screen. There's Gunther. Gunther looked like he's looking at the camera. Looked like he's staring at a freaking ghost. All right, what kicked off London tonight? What kicked off Monday Night Raw 1,600 or 1,562? What kicked off this show tonight? I thought I felt something on my hand. And it kicked off with John Cena and Cody Rhodes. So it kicked off with the continuation of the John Cena Cody Rhodes feud. Once again, boss, what's up? Welcome to the live chat. Oh, there he is. There he is. Get ready to come on. Cut on camera in a minute. I gotta go get my food and stuff. I think I might go get a milkshake tonight. I feel I have a taste.
The smile has become a scowl on the face of a 16-time world champion, John Cena.
This is not warmed up enough. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna warm up my food again. Oh, as soon as Cena cut a promo, Cody Rhodes comes right out. He said, nope, not happening. Not happening tonight. I get my scene first. There he is. American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. See, I even said it before she did. I don't want no spoiler results in the chat. I'm watching it for myself. Everybody that's just now coming home from work and tuning in, or just now tuning in to enjoy the show with me, man, welcome. My chats are open for anybody that wants to comment in the live chat. Them fans was singing the shit out of that song. Oh, there you go with that.
We've listened to you talk for 2 weeks. Allow me, John Cena, to do your job for you. Right, you're gonna cook me. I've seen this discourse. You're gonna end me. Where do you want to start? There's so much you could make fun of when it comes to me. Okay, for starters, I have a little bit of a list. You know? Y'all know. Sometimes words with the letter S. I'll give you one. Stardust.
Oh, did he just say Stardust?
Man.
He did not just say Stardust.
Who's your wrestling at WrestleMania 41 going on last?
Let's go ahead and turn this music off. We don't need it.
Match, Stardust.
We're focused on Raw right now.
Hey, what else could you go at? Bingo. All right, this is a good one. I have an arm to my neck.
Cody looked like he about to be in tears here and there for the London crowd tonight.
I got food in a company I created. Oh gosh, there's so much. I knew you weren't going to bite on any of this stuff though. And here's the thing, perhaps I'm struggling. Perhaps I'm struggling with the idea that Superman is really dead. But that would bring me to the next point, actually. I do not think that your words have matched your actions. I think for the last 2 weeks, you have lied to this audience. And you and I, we used to ride together. We used to sing Poncho and Lefty. I know you cared about me at one point, but for sure, I know you cared about them. So take the opportunity. You don't have to look at me. Look at them and tell them, John Cena, really why.
I don't think he's going to answer that.
I'm not going to reduce myself and punch down to your level. Just to protect you, Cody Rhodes. You've been protected long enough. I'm also not going to cook you. I'm going to bury you. Just like I buried everyone else. They've been saying for years that John Cena buries talent. I don't bury talent. I am talent. I bury mediocrity. I don't give a rat's ass about your list or your failures. You have manipulated your way to the top of this business, and your ego outmatches your ability. All you have done here is ride the coattails of my success. I have been so great. that the WWE can hand the heartbeat of this organization to my chauffeur. That's right. Cody Rhodes, your champion, is nothing more than my chauffeur. A slimy pickpocket who thinks just because he stole the blueprint he can run the kingdom. There's your why, Cody Rhodes. Because you, with that, disgusts me. You sat by my side for years and stole every secret you need to be undeniable, but you are still underwhelming. I tried to drill it into your egotistical skull. You have to be authentic because they can see through phony. You didn't listen, and it's
Man, I'm loving this feud with Cody Rhodes and John Cena.
You're too polished. You're too rehearsed. You rely on lazy gimmicks like them singing your name over and over again.
Oh, no. He did not just say that.
Actually, you are just like the Pied Piper because all you've ever done is find a way to make a catchy tune trick these people into loving mediocrity. Strip away his music and entrance, there is not much to look at except a thick pinstripe suit. But you can walk me out here in silence and bet your last dollar I would body you before your first breath.
Damn.
Cody Rhodes does not look like me. He doesn't act like me, and he sure as hell doesn't work like me. But Cody Rhodes also, you don't look like you. You don't act like you, and you don't
really?
Like you because after all
He
this,
doesn't?
You are still afraid to show who you are. So what do we get instead? Cody gives us a generic mix of every superstar he's ever loved, a TV show he's ever watched, in some big confused blob. And it makes you look like a 16-year-old kid taking acting lessons who's still afraid of public speaking. You have showed me one thing, and the one thing you have shown me is someone mediocre wearing something meaningful nowadays is enough to trick these people. I have worked too damn hard to make that a symbol of mastery, to have it paraded around by a paint-by-numbers, sociopathic nepo baby who is so into himself he had his wrestling gimmick tattooed for the world to see. It's not where your tattoo's at, Cody. It's what your tattoo is that exposes you to the world for who you are, a common fan like them. So after WrestleMania, it'll be great for you. Go straight to Fanatics, buy the toy belt that they buy, call yourself their champion. Because the last real champion is taking that home forever and exposing you for who you are. An errand boy that got lucky. There's your why, pal. John, I didn't expect to say this. Maybe you're right. Maybe I was chosen. But you know who chose me? They chose me. Can you say the same, John Cena? Or was it one guy in an office who chose you who's not here anymore and we don't talk to him? Oh yeah, let's go ahead. Strip everything away from me, right? I don't know who I am. Who the hell knows who they are? I know this. I'm Cody Rhodes. I'm a wrestler like my father before me. And if anybody is a company creation, it's you, John Cena, and not me. Gosh, Everyone's so terrified of you on the mic. I'm not, because I know you've got more dick in that promo than you do in your shorts. You want to make fun of me for appearing like I'm 16 taking public speaking lessons? Well, you're the one who hangs out with Zac Efron and wishes you were 16.
This is getting intense, man.
And what a softball.
Loving this shit.
Thank you, John.
I love this
what
shit.
What a softball you throw me by saying you created all of this. You created me. Here's what you created, pal. You created a lot of disenfranchised fans who made it easy for me to pack up and go elsewhere and say, hey, look at me. Don't act like you cleaned up your room before you left and went to Hollywood, John. Don't act like you left WWE better than you found it. And while we're at it, there are two of us standing in this ring right now. And what I'm about to ask you might punch a giant hole in all that logic that you just threw up. And it's quite simple. Between you and I, which one of us sold out to The Rock? John, you're still my hero. But you're also a piece of shit.
Damn. John Cena smiling after Cody Rhodes said that.
Just like all these people, your brain is filled with feces and not facts. I have worked 100 times harder than you, and never once in all that time was I ever protected from an audience or a superstar, present company included, taking their best shot at me. As a matter of fact, every time I step on this canvas, it is a challenge to every arena or every superstar dumb enough to walk down that ramp to take their strongest swing to see if they are worthy to put me in the ground. No one has been worthy, so I decided to just do it myself. That's why, Cody, I have never left. I have always been here, because no matter how high the hill is to climb, no matter what garbage they give me, I find a way to make it great. You had to leave. You had to leave because you realized that your best you can't wipe my ass. I make empires for billionaires. All you've ever done is steal money from their kids. See you at Wrestlemania, champ. John, no. Hey, I just want to remind you, in all the time that I have been here and everything I've been through, never once has an audience, never once have they chanted at me, "You can't wrestle."
He ain't gonna do nothing. He gonna walk out of that ring because he's smart. See? Told you. Dang. This feud's getting it. Dang, it's getting heated up in this motherfucker, man. Oh, did he really just drop his? Oh no, he did not just do that.
I guess Cody Rhodes isn't afraid to show who he is. And in 19 nights at WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes can show the world he truly is the undisputed WWE champion. All right, everybody, from ringside here tonight, I'm Michael Cole.
On the show.
Friday Night SmackDown, joining us from Homeland of England, Wade Barrett. Wade, Cody Rhodes finally able to stay back what happened in Elimination Chamber.
Well, seeing the prone carcass of John Cena lying in the ring is the 2025 feel-good moment of the year. Thank you, Cody Rhodes.
A lot of terrible things were just said to each other there between Cody and Cena, and some made sense, some were fabricated, but in the end, Cody Rhodes left John Cena flat on his ass in London, England. Cody Rhodes will not be intimidated, and now we'll turn our focus to what is our main event tonight. It is Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Title, the special guest referee, Bianca Belair. Quite the story developing between these three.
That was one of the best segments I've ever seen coming out of John Cena and Cody Rhodes. They delivered last week, and they delivered this week once again. I wouldn't be surprised if they book it a fourth time.
All I want is my rematch. You get your rematch that you wanted. Now like you got a special guest referee. And then the winner of that rematch faces Bianca at Wrestlemania. Mommy is walking in and out as the most dominant woman within this company. Because Mommy is always on top.
Here, you will not disrespect me again.
Ripley has never defeated Io Sky in a one-on-one matchup.
I'll beat you again. I will go to WrestleMania after we make the world the champion.
Looking to play against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley gets a rematch versus Io Sky. It is our main event with a spot at WrestleMania on the line. We know Bianca Belair will challenge for the Women's World Championship, but who will she face? Will it be Io Sky? Will it be Rhea Ripley? Well, Bianca's got a lot to say in it. She's the special guest referee live on Netflix tonight.
It's always the DJ.
Here we go.
Oh, Lord.
Jimmy Uso. Hey, these guys stink.
Don't be put for the other figure. Never was.
All right, we're turning this shit. Dang, it's on the ad commercial break? Nah, we ain't doing all that.
So now, Jeez.
The Club in Las Vegas is the official hotel of WrestleMania 41 and will host the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame ceremony on Friday, April 18th. Undertaker One Dead Man Show will take place Saturday, April 19th. The Roast to WrestleMania, featuring Tony Hinchcliffe and friends on Sunday, April 20th, and NXT on April 22nd. All tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. Monday Night Raw is live tonight in London, England. Wade, Pat, and myself enjoyed a pub crawl along the Thames yesterday as we got ready tonight for the 15th Monday Night Raw emanating from London.
I'm impressed that you're actually here tonight. Second you last night, and that control call was absolutely shocking.
Well, let's see what the state of the New Day is going to be as they try to prove to our general manager that they deserve a tag team championship opportunity. A lot of pints. Well, gentlemen. You're right. Last week I told you that you need to earn it. And tonight in this year, you will do just that. London, please help me in welcoming their opponents. Tyler Bates and Pete Dunne. New Cats Republic. Cats Republic. They are back together as a team. Pete Dunne from Florida, Tyler Bates from Dudley here in England. Great Tyler Bates has been out since last July, recovering from a torn pec, but he's ready to go tonight.
Something tells me that Pete Dunne is going to turn on Tyler Bate at some point. I wonder if we're going to see feud on Monday Night Raw pretty soon. I love to see that.
Although he never smiles inside, he's going to be a little bit extra motivated. And then for Pete, he had to climb that mustache mountain to get back here after tearing his pec. What a night for them. All the momentum in the entire country is pulling for him as the new Day has to prove whether or not they're worthy for another title shot. For the New Cats Republic since they take on the 14-time tag team champions, the New Day. Wait, the New Day is a tag team title opportunity because they haven't held gold on Raw or SmackDown since fall of 2021. And many people are saying the only reason they were successful was because Big E was part of the group.
Well, turning their backs on Big E was supposed to be the catalyst that propelled the New Day back to the very top of the tag list. Catalyst to actually kick in.
Here we go.
Welcome back to the big strong boy, Tyler Bate, starting things off against Xavier Woods tonight. Bate, the inaugural UK WWE, 19 years old. Now goes to work. Xavier Woods.
All support wrestling here.
It does.
It's a bit fortunate for the historians.
Of course.
I don't think that aired over in the US. We're going to find out right now which tag team in WWE with new in their title is the best. Live on Raw.
These Cats Republic certainly starting out hot here in front of their cruiserweight. Pete Dunne makes the tag, and Tyler Bate makes double team move to Xavier Woods. And blows a kiss at Kofi. Tyler Bate has that call to cool attitude in the ring. Many people call it Zen-like. And Tyler Bate lets go as well. He does take out Xavier Woods. And New Cats Republic are rolling on the return to WWE.
People swear they've had
$5 to get 200 and
Well, the fairy tale was
London 16,565 tonight.
Big Dunne has been completely isolated now for several minutes. We are verging on this being the absolute worst return of all time for Tyler Bate and Pete.
Why is the crowd singing, man?
Certainly not how you draw it up. Return in your home country and then have the new Day kind of go way.
Well, the fairy tale return for John, but Bates, is about to turn sour at the hands of the New Day. Unless John pulls something out of the bag, put it down.
And the hard-hitting technical phenom, Pete Dunne just landed with a forearm by Woods.
Y'all hit the thumbs up, man. If you're just now tuning in, subscribe to the channel only if you're new.
Crowds have been spectacular.
And just like that, the New Day takes over. New Catch Republic took over early. Now the New Day's taking over. Kobe Kingston's on the top rope.
With the top rope, down goes Gunn again. Kobe looks to put Pete Gunn away. Hook him away. Referee Jessica Carr right there.
I don't know what that was that Kobe Kingston did, but it looked like it barely hit Pete Dunne. I know he did something off the top rope, though. I don't know what move it was.
Both of these teams were part of last year's Wrestlemania, that incredible six-pack
Oh,
tag team titles. Kobe again trying to prevent Gunn from making an attack. Over the top lands on his feet.
Oh, there's Tyler Bate. There's Tyler Bate.
Tidying up the ring quickly. Oh, look at the power. Big strong boy. Catching Kobe.
There he goes. Boom.
Frustrations exploded in the ring for Tyler Bate. And now Bate. Up top.
Uh-oh.
Busy looking at it. About to vomit up some of those points, but Cody's got to be.
Kobe Kingston's about to throw up after this. When Tyler Bate got his hair cut, he looked like the Tyler Bate from the old days. From when he was in NXT UK. Darn, Tyler Bate should have seen Xavier getting in the ring. He didn't even see him. He just tried to roll out the ring. That's their downfall. That's their biggest downfall. Tyler Bate not seeing Xavier Woods coming to the ring to break up the pin. So that right there is going to be the reason why they lose tonight.
Kobe, the SOS, stack it up, John, for the victory. Don't kiss it too. He's going to take a hell of a lot of punishment in this match. Still enough left in the tank, but once again, in disarray is the New Catch Republic.
He's done gritty, he's tough. So if he thinks he represents this entire country, there's no way he's going down without a fight.
Here's an example of it. Big John now stopping on the hands of Wood. Kick right to the back of Kingston. Xavier Woods down. Gunn lands on his feet. Tax made by King. Here comes Tyler Bate now. Woods looking for a step up into goal.
Kind of figured. I kind of figured it was someone.
Catch Republic.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's it. New Day wins this one. I told you. Tyler Bate should have seen Xavier Woods coming in the ring and breaking up the pin, man. That's their biggest loss. That's the biggest reason why they lost right there. Got to pay attention to Xavier Woods, man. Cannot be playing around like that.
But essentially, they have won the match and their promises of heading back to championship competition in the tag range can't be imminent.
I thought the English lads had this, but instead, the New Day outsmart, outwit, and inevitably, they double stomp to the chest. And the New Day continue to walk them.
Damn. Rocket Raiders are going to come out.
Congratulations, Kofi, Xavier. Massive win tonight over England's own New Catch Republic. I know you two already felt deserving of a tag team title opportunity, but do you feel like tonight's win further cements that belief?
Kathy, are you slow? Of course we deserve a shot at the tag team title, and we have since day one, and we want it now. We did exactly what we said we were going to do. Now we demand what we are owed and what we deserve. and that is a title match for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. Speaking of the champs, what feels like Raw is Raw. You guys practice that? Right. It was actually the first time.
Here they are.
Good stuff, Wade. Eric and Ivar, the World Tag Champs.
I told y'all they was going to come
The
out.
War Raiders are here. With them, what the title is called, every Raw is Raw.
Michael Cole's voice is not deep enough to do that.
No, it's not. But nonetheless, I do want to ask Pat, do you think the New Day did enough tonight to earn themselves a future tag team title opportunity? I mean, the ball's true. Adam Pearce came out and said, okay, you get a win, maybe you'll be able to do it.
I told y'all they was going to come out.
Get an opportunity at the title again. Well, you know, right now we like to talk about a brand new show at WWE called Evolve. It is a cool show, some great athletes. It Evolve showcases in-ring action featuring rising WWE prospects as they wrestle to the grave of making it NXT perhaps one day. Right here to Raw or SmackDown, a new episode of WWE.
Yes, I have my Evolve watch along scheduled for this Wednesday night. Kaylee Ray will be taking on Wendy Chu, and Joe Coffey will be on Evolve this Wednesday night as well.
For the first time in a couple of years, he takes back Jimmy Uso in action against A-Town Down Under. The Usos picked up the win, and then the World Champ Gunther got involved.
It's an assault on both Jimmy and Jay Uso. Jay trying his best to fight back, but again looking a shadow of the man we know as
I could have sworn we got 3 likes in here. Could have sworn we had 3 likes. What happened?
The Jay I know, the real man, that's the one I need. The one that became the main event Jay Uso, that's the Osai me. The one that won the Royal Rumble, that's the Osai me. Do you got me?
That's the Uso that that's the Uso that Jimmy Uso want to see. I remember main event Jay Uso so well. He was the Intercontinental Champion. That's one of the things that made him main event Jay Uso. When you see Jimmy Uso smack the hell out of Gunther.
What up, boys? I know you already told me, right? But I feel way more better if I was out there with you tonight, man. I bet you would. Man, tonight's a big difference, though, all right? Listen, I know the whole world been doubting you, bro.
Jimmy Uso gonna lose tonight.
I'm going out there and closing that noise, bro. Listen, Gunther's a
You know what's gonna happen after that?
So are you.
Gunther's gonna bloody Jimmy Uso so bad, and Jimmy Uso ain't gonna be able to get back up.
It's just a man.
He gonna give Jimmy Uso a blood bath.
I'm gonna beat Gunther.
A straight up fucking blood bath.
And become world heavyweight champion. Yes. All right, I got you. Don't worry. I love you for me too. I hear you. Just be careful.
Monday Night Raw has been a great show so far. I mean, the beginning has been so amazing tonight.
Well, that is good advice by Jey Uso, because did you see the smile on Gunther's face after that wicked slap by Jimmy last week? Good luck, Jimmy.
What a great start to Monday Night Raw has been so far, man.
Live on Netflix.
Coming for me, but okay.
Monday Night Raw's rolling, man. I really enjoyed this show so far.
Just moments away when what could be
It has not disappointed.
a street fight. Did it Cactus Jack
against the champion, Triple H.
We built this match up.
A tag team match is over. I can go ahead and take this off the stream
Going at
here.
it with Foley in that kind of street fight was a big deal. There were certain things that Triple H needed to accomplish in order to solidify himself. And Mick Foley was the perfect opponent for him. Mick Foley could bring the fight to Triple H, and Triple H had to survive that fight.
We're going to put their bodies through this. There's nothing so extraordinary.
Both men brutalized each other. It was shocking.
Oh my God!
Thumbtacks. They're showing Cactus Jack versus Triple H from back in the day. Oh, bleh. I remember that match.
I didn't receive reactions like that, and that has a lot to do with the guy in the ring. That was a match that sort of put me on the map as being tough enough to survive at the upper echelon of WWE. What a moment that was. To look back years later, it's overwhelming.
The Fontainebleau, Las Vegas is the official hotel of WrestleMania 41 and will host the 2025 WWE Hall of Fame ceremony on Friday night, April 18th at 10 p.m. Pacific. The induction of the immortal match between Bret Hart and Stone Cold.
We are waiting on Jimmy Uso versus Gunther. They're showing us who's going to be in the Hall of Fame in the class of 2025.
Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.com. And ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to be joined by my partner, Pat McAfee, as we are being allowed to host the 2025 Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Oh, wow. That's got to be great for Michael Cole and Pat McAfee. I bet they're excited about that. I don't blame them. All we need is one more subscriber. We'll be at 740. And then we'll work our way up to 750. Who the hell was that? Who the hell was that lady?
An absolute honor. Cannot wait to celebrate those who made this company what it is today.
We're in London tonight at the O2. Celebrities are out.
That's right.
Who the hell is this lady? Oh, Kate Nash. Wait, that ain't Kevin Nash's wife. Nah, I'm just kidding. Oh. Woo. Charlie Brooker. Never heard of him. Luis. Luis Cabal. First time I'm seeing all these people, different people on screen.
She's getting some instructions on how to be the special guest referee tonight for the title match between Theo and Rhea.
Oh, Michael Cole thinks Bianca Belair is a celebrity too?
Jimmy Uso, massive opportunity tonight. He takes on Gunther, and I'm sure that Tim Robbins, Megan Moran will be talking about this matchup and everything going on Raw. Recap takes place tomorrow morning on YouTube or wherever you get your podcast. Jimmy Uso has proven he can give a fight a pets on like no other. He's proven he can give a one hell of a slap.
Gunther is going to destroy the shit out of Jay. I mean, not Jay. Well, he is going to destroy Jay at WrestleMania, but He's gonna destroy the shit out of Jimmy Uso, and he's winning this match 100%. He is 100% the favorite to win this match.
Hey guys, Jimmy Uso has had a crisis of confidence as of late. A lot of miscues in recent weeks as Gunther appears to be in Jey Uso's head. Well, Jey better get Gunther out of his head because in 19 nights he's got to face the man for the World Heavyweight Championship at Wrestlemania in Las Vegas.
Yes, he does.
Jimmy Uso steps up for his brother tonight and says, I'm going to go out to you tonight and I'm going to prove, Jey, that Gunther's a man and he can be beat. He can be defeated, and Jimmy wants to prove that to help his brother with confidence here tonight.
Yeah, the job for Jimmy Uso is clear. Pop down the blueprint on how to beat Gunther at WrestleMania.
How are you going to take Gunther down, Jimmy Uso? Let's see. What will you do that will have no effect on Gunther?
Do that, and Jey perhaps will have a chance.
Yeah, Gunther's aura is certainly real. Jimmy's been in the ring with a lot of people.
All right, what's he gonna do? All right, you all in the referee way and shit, Gunther? Damn. All I see is smacks and chops. You gotta try something else, Jimmy. That ain't doing it. The chops and the smacking, that shit ain't doing it, man. You gotta try something else. It's the same thing Jay does. Now, his chops sound loud. Should just rip Jimmy Uso's shirt off and just make it louder. Chop his chest even louder. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it's a message to Jay. Who else would it be a message to? This commentary is so much better than NXT commentary. They got two of the best commentators of all time, Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. Corey Graves is another one. Three of the best commentators of all time. Worst commentators of all time, Vince, Joseph, and Booger T. That new ring announcer for SmackDown, he sounded really good. I seen the video clip. Checking him out, seeing how good he announces everything. SmackDown got a pretty good new ring announcer, man. If they can get better writers and producers, man, it'd be even better. I mean, some of the stories on SmackDown has been on point, but not all the stories. Same goes for Monday Night Raw, you know. But honestly, I feel like Monday Night Raw is doing better than SmackDown, in my opinion. They got a better roster than SmackDown. Gunther's kicking out. Yep. Knew it. I know, y'all. I'm drinking the hell out of this water. I done dropped 2 fucking bottles of water already, and this is my third one. I'm on my 3rd bottle of water already. I may not need to order a bill check after this one. Oh, man.
The ring general is taking over.
Okay, go Silver T.
Thank you.
Man. Finally, it's back on.
Jimmy showed a flurry here and there, but Gunther just sent a clear message to Jey Uso, who's in the back watching this. You don't have a chance, kid, in WrestleMania. Things have really gone off the rails. The dream of Jimmy Uso.
I'm gonna start skipping ad commercial breaks, like I did just now.
There's a slap again. There's fight left in Uso.
Here we go. Jimmy Uso saying it's not impossible.
By the way, Monday Night Raw is in London tonight. This is Monday Night Raw 1562. In case you guys wondering where this show is taking place. It was live on Netflix earlier while I was at work.
And just like that, Gunther gonna hoist Jimmy up and deliver a power bomb. And a cover now by
Gunther's not kicking. I mean,
and he said, and now it's over. And this is ridiculous now. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, Jimmy's not kicking out. Jimmy's not kicking out.
For all intents and purposes. The man who talks about the sport, it being a sportsman, he had Jimmy Uso beat. He could have won the match and walked to the back. He sent his message already to Jey Uso, but he's going to continue now to punish Jimmy. And another clothesline. And once again, a cover by the world champion. And once again, Gunther is going to continue to torture.
He's going to give Jimmy Uso a bloodbath. He is going to annihilate the shit out of him. Like he is now.
The official Rods upon him needs to step in and see if Jimmy Uso can continue this match before Gunther does some serious.
He can. He's defenseless.
Match has been over on a couple of different occasions there.
Talking about some see if he can continue the match.
It's this backfire completely for the ring.
He can barely even get up.
Back to the back. Oh, goodness. And now a sleeper hold. Locked in now. Wrapping his legs around Jimmy Uso. Jimmy has nowhere to go in the middle of the ring. Gunther with that sleeper locked in.
Yeah, that's it.
Underneath the chin.
It's over.
Jimmy Uso's out. And Gunther wins this match. Thank goodness it's over.
It ain't over yet.
Before, guys, as each week passes by, I fear more and more for Jey Uso. Aura tonight was supposed to be shattered.
It ain't over yet. He's gonna be busted wide open.
It's backfired. That aura has doubled in size. I said earlier, Jey Uso had a crisis of confidence as it comes to Gunther. Well,
It ain't over yet.
crisis is pretty bad at this juncture.
What I tell you? I told you it wasn't over yet. He about to bust him wide open.
And this is absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason for this. He's already in Jey's head. Gunther just has this stuff for them.
Oh, here comes Jey Uso.
He has disdain for everybody. And here comes Jey's brother Jey. Jey rushing to the ground. Gunther taken down by Jey Uso. The fight's on. And Gunther now the champion, gonna scurry away as Jey Uso continues to fight on Gunther. Gunther creates space.
They're probably gonna have security out here trying to stop them.
Jey Uso sends Gunther scampering.
Jey Uso ran a 4-4 down to the ring and scares our champion out of the O2 Arena.
Jey Uso seeing his own flesh and blood being tortured as perhaps woken something inside of main event Jey. But again, after that brutal assault by Gunther, Jimmy Uso being helped out of the arena by his brother Jey. Gunther from behind.
Told you, Gunther ain't done.
Once again,
Gunther pretending like he was getting ready to go to the back. Nah, he ain't finished. He was just only pretending like he was getting ready to go to the back.
Typical Gunther in recent weeks. These ambushes misses. He sneak attacks. Doesn't want to face Jey Uso one-on-one.
Look at that security out here. Security.
Security trying to separate Gunther.
Told you security was gonna come out here eventually. I said security getting ready to come out.
That is a zip tie, I believe.
Security will carry that from time to time, and now Gunther wrapping that zip tie around the wrist of.
Now the man that was supposed to get zip tied.
What the hell is he doing? Why is he tying him like that? Somebody got to get out here and stop this madness, man. Seriously.
Meanwhile, Jimmy Uso is completely laid out. Jey Uso's going to go nowhere because Gunther is zip tying Jey Uso to the ropes here. Jey Uso's got the ropes.
Yeah, to keep him from helping his brother. That's smart, though.
He's been zip tied to the ring.
But Jey Uso getting zip tied?
Well, that's his intention, Wade. Obviously, hold on. Gunther's going to make Jey Uso watch as he continues to destroy a helpless Jimmy Uso, who was choked out moments ago. Now, looking at Jey, who's helpless here. I mean, this is that's disgusting. Flat out disgusting.
And they're just Jason Jordan on them, just sitting there. They ain't letting them out. They ain't trying to get him out of there. They just sitting there watching. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass."
Jimmy now trying to go back into the ring and blasted by Gunther again with the title off the face. Look what I've done to the brother. Come on, Jay. Look what I've done to the brother. What you gonna do about that, huh? Get your hand with pressure, Jay, huh? Get your hand with. Touch it. Come on, touch it.
Gunther is just playing mind games with Jey.
With Jey Uso as Jey stares down at his brother Jimmy, who again trying to drag himself into the ring.
Busted wide open. I told you. Told you Jimmy was gonna be bleeding.
Begging with Gunther to stay away, screaming at Jimmy, no, and Gunther still. Come on now. Not just physical torture, mental torture when it comes to Jey. Are we going to send some security out here to get this guy out of the ring? Tonight was supposed
Jason Jordan is standing there, man. He ain't doing nothing. He can't do anything. The referees can't even do anything. They're just sitting there watching too.
Jey Uso that's getting pissed. This is Gunther's bathing in Jimmy's blood. Basking in the anxiety of Jey. You guys get him out of the ring, please. As if that's in the color. How the hell we get in the ring with this version of Gunther? Come here. Amen. Come here. Oh.
Damn, Gunther is torturing the shit out of Jimmy Uso, man. He is not playing. He is making a real statement to Jey Uso. He is really trying to get in the mind of Jey.
Jimmy Uso, he's been choked
This is crazy.
Out of fear, finally gets into the ring.
Send Jimmy to the damn hospital.
Something.
Great question. Yeah, that's it, Jimmy, right there. Ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line is this. This man Gunther, you know what? He's pretty much a hypocrite. He preaches to everyone that he's the ring general, that the mat is sacred, right? That it's all about competition, being the best professional wrestler in the world today. And what does he do? He sneak attacks, he ambushes. He uses a zip tie to wrap Jimmy Uso around the ring. Was very close to it.
Mark Cole could barely even get the words out of his mouth after that.
Nothing but a bully. And he's supposed to represent this company as the world champion. Well, I wouldn't say that to his face.
That was disgusting. Everything that just happened there was disgusting.
Well, again, WrestleMania will feature Gunther and Jey Uso. Got to be wondering now, what can I do to beat this man? Well, speaking of WrestleMania, this past Friday night on SmackDown, Jey just got cut away from the road, but Jimmy really needs some help. We'll get some updates on Jimmy as we roll along, but this past Friday night on SmackDown, we have a contract signing for another big WrestleMania match between Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk.
The OTC came here for 2 reasons.
Man, I already done seen this shit.
Again. I have come here to sign a contract.
Oh, you need a highlighter? What are you doing? Wise man, please, just smarten him up already.
I know what you're looking for, and it's in there. You're closing the show at WrestleMania. You get to live your dream of all dreams. CM Punk, you are a WrestleMania main eventer.
See what I'm saying? One man's dream is another man's favorite check.
No! Wipe those tears out of your eyes. You don't deserve it. Main eventing WrestleMania is sacred. He doesn't deserve it. And this is your fault. And this is your fault. Thank you. Thank you, as corny as it sounds, to the WWE Universe who stood by me and chanted my name for 10 long years. Thank you.
No. There's only one person you should be thanking. You should be thanking your tribal chief. Because of me, you're in the main event. Go ahead now. Do it right.
Thank you, my tribal chief. Because of you, I will see you in the main event of WrestleMania. Thank you. But that's not the favor that I'm owed.
So what is the favor? Hopefully we find out soon, but we do know this. It'll be the main event of WrestleMania Saturday. A triple threat match.
Oh man, I can't wait for this. And it's gonna be on Peacock, dude. I gotta subscribe to Peacock. I gotta resubscribe to Peacock, man. For WrestleMania 41.
Speaking of WrestleMania,
Tomorrow is the first day of April of 2025.
he was in the ring with The Rock, John Cena, and Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber. Travis Scott's
You know what that means?
is the official
Tomorrow night is NXT.
which is available now on his latest album, Utopia, a record that debuted #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. Banger, just like WrestleMania 41's about to be. Here are Vegas.
Nah, that Travis Scott song is not a band.
Celebrity in the world today. How about the man in my right way?
Trash.
Pat McAfee, a week from Wednesday, sold out.
Trash.
A big
That song from us, Travis Scott.
I understand that even though it's sold out, still may be able to attend.
That's right. We were able to move some cameras around the arena alongside the great WWE people that will be producing it. And we opened up 1,750 more tickets available on Wednesday at noon
Easter. Hope you're able to join us. A night of giveaways, a night of surprises, a night of love, and a night of enjoyment. Wednesday, April 9th. Come join us for a big night.
Week from Wednesday. Hey, let's take it back to Monday Night Raw last week. It was Penta and the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker in action against Judgement Day when Carlito decided he was going to get involved. And the Judgement Day had offered Penta an opportunity.
Chopped Braun Breaker into size, man.
This is when
I mean, Dominic Mysterio did that chop block on Braun Breaker's knee well. I mean, he may not have got all of it, but he got some of it. Look at Finn Balor hitting Braun Breaker with the chair. Cross to Penta. This was last week's episode of Monday Night Raw. He was live for it. Remember this. And look, sure enough, there's Dominic Mysterio and Carlito.
Like cats and dogs? Oh, we always make them. We always got each other's backs. That's right. And now that funny business of adding a new member to the group is behind us, we can focus on what's important, and that's bringing gold back to the clubhouse. And we start tonight by showing Braun Breaker and Penta that the Judgement Day are a well-oiled machine. Oh, and Raquel, hard luck on your loss last week to Lyra, but don't worry, I'll be the one to bring home the Continental Championship.
Sure you will.
What are you still doing here? Go help them. Carly, go help them. Go home.
She was going to be first.
Now, we need to talk about Bailey and Myra. Yeah. We're going to do something.
And tonight, Monday Night Raw, live on Netflix in London, England, is presented by
I wonder what they're going to do to Bailey and Lyra. Something bad about to happen to those two. Seattle, Seattle.
When you are in for a treat, Penta's taking on WWE by storm. He teams with the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker against Finn and Dom on the Judgment Day, live on Netflix.
And guess what? We are skipping this. We're skipping these commercial breaks, not the match.
Golden rapper, you said? Bigger honor on the planet than you're the captain or you're the quarterback of World Wrestling Entertainment.
An entrance befitting the quarterback of the team, Cody Rhodes.
I get in my feelings a bit about hating the fact that he won't see it, but
He sees it.
you said something to me at WrestleMania 39. You said, can you feel it? And this is going to sound so crazy to some of you. At WrestleMania 39, I'm under the stage. And not only did I feel like I felt him, I felt like I felt his hand. And I could smell him. And I could, just a whole sensory overload. And I got to WrestleMania 40, and I didn't feel it. And in my mind, it's because he knew I had it.
It takes place every Wednesday, streaming on ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. Stephanie's places. This Monday Night Raw was sold out tonight at the O2 in London, and the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker is set to team up with the man who wants his title, but first they're going to be teammates. None other
Then Penta. The dogs are out. Dogs are barking.
These two are already bickering. I'm a little concerned about this.
It's not a bickering. It's an agreement that they've come to.
An uneasy agreement out of that.
I'm not talking about bickering.
The bickering came first, then the uneasy agreement.
Here's a group that's been bickering for a while, but they're all on the same page.
Judgment Day.
An uneasy agreement. All of that going on tonight.
And your opponent, accompanied by Carlito, Finn Balor, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the Judgment Day. Hey folks, it's the first premium live event following WrestleMania. WWE Backlash is coming to Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri on Saturday, May 10th. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster. Cena will be there for hometown of St. Louis. Now, you talk about the Judgment Day, talk about this shittle families. You know, when it comes to Balor as of late, you use a London term. He's been sort of Jekyll and Hyde as it comes to Dominic and the rest of the group.
So he expects his results. Of course, we know Finn Balor, one of the greatest we've seen here in the ring, former world champion.
Woo!
The kind of results for his group on the men's side of the group, at least, over the past few months, and that's never going to sit well with a competitor like Finn Balor, who's looking to drag this team back up to the very top.
Finn Balor has some history with that man, Penta. Penta was the Iron Man of this year's Royal Rumble. He lasted over 42 minutes before Balor eliminated him.
Listen, I'm having a great night here on the Red Brand on Friday. I'll be back on the Blue Brand in Chicago, where Penta's brother, Ray Phoenix, is debuting. So don't miss that.
Wait for that. As the Lucha Brothers, known as Dominic Mysterio, continues to pound away now on Penta. You know, Dominic looks.
Turn his camera off for a little bit.
Oh, come on. There's no need for that. You are speaking about the greatest luchador on planet Earth, Dirty Dominic.
Are you talking about Penta? Is that what you're saying?
No, Dirty
Tag made it. And wrong with a shoulder tackle. The current Intercontinental Champion for 150. So explosive, so electrifying, such a badass. The dogs are barking in London for good reason. Only the second time in his career that he's had a tag match on Raw or SmackDown. Yeah, one, of course, a former NXT tag team.
Historically has not particularly played well with others. Trust only one man, and that is himself.
Brought up over the top, called down, and then a slam in one move, tremendous move by Breaker.
Unreasonable strength and body control explains why Braun Breaker has, in many people's opinions, become the future of this industry.
Penta kick to the ear, and now Penta the high flyers. Showing off a bit here. Monday Night Raw. Showing off, building up momentum. Every step has a purpose with Penta. Backbreaker delivered to Dom. On the ring. And Breaker sends Mysterio over the top rope. Penta gonna fly. Breaker helps out. Up over the top goes Penta. Takes out Judgment Day. Penta Braun working very well together as a team.
I want you to push in real slow.
What the fuck
Push
are
in
you
real
talking
slow.
about? Yeah. What the hell?
Second, we get the third suplex out. Penta now into the corner. Up over the top of the backstabber. Delivered to Dominic. Carlito upset. I'm not sure because Dominic's out or because Penta stole his move.
Well, there's daylight now for Penta, and you can tell by that look in the eye of Finn Balor, who needs this tag urgently to prevent Penta from getting Braun in there.
Tag the Finn, tag the Braun, Breaker's legal. And here comes the Intercontinental Champion. Explosive as they come.
A Judgment Day need a new plan immediately.
A belly throw by Breaker.
The old one got ripped up.
And Dominic Mysterio.
Dang.
Tossed across the ring. Power the better. The explosivity of Braun Breaker might be the best in the entire group. Now a double team coming from Mysterio and Balor. Trying to
That doesn't feel like a smart move. Yeah.
Breaker is such a physical specimen.
Hold on a second. I was just making sure you was okay. I still need you. I was just making sure you was okay. I still need Randy. Oh. I was gonna say I still need you alive. I still need you alive. I still need my mom. I still want my mom to be alive. I still need her to stay alive. Momentarily. I still need her. Is Braun Breaker about to spear Finn Balor? Oh, no. He just speared his partner. Oh, no. What is Penta going to think of that? Man, I knew that was coming. I had a feeling that was coming. Oh, he just speared his partner. Man. That just messed everything up. Damn. Well, Braun Breaker knows that it was his fault. He cost him the loss. He knows that. Braun Breaker didn't mean to do that, I'm sure. He's a babyface now. He didn't mean to do it, though.
To you, that was a great signing with El Grande Americano. Man, you see his performance last week? I saw him. I wouldn't mind getting in the ring with that guy someday. You know, Chad, the LWO wouldn't mind getting in the ring with you too, but I'm told you're still not feeling well. Doctor's orders. Again.
He's faking his call.
And that's a shame.
He's lying.
Raw is in Minneapolis.
Adam Pearce gonna see eventually that he's lying. He knows he's behind that mask.
Give me a match. I'll compete. Listen, I appreciate the fight spirit. I do, but a doctor's note kind of ties my hands. You know that. Now, Pierce, by the time I get back on American soil, I'll be fine. I know how to get myself healthy. Okay. Nothing is more important than your health. And besides, next week I've already made arrangements. Who better to compete on American soil than El Grande Americano? Pierce, that's my hometown, okay? It is official. Doctor's orders. Clowns. Idiot. Sorry about that.
Adam, if you have a minute, I would love to discuss some opportunities in the tag division.
Okay. Well, I'm always happy to talk about the future of OT Santozawa. Oh, yeah.
It's actually not just about OT Santozawa. I also wanted to discuss my career.
Oh.
Well, I've been talking to Natalia recently, and, well, we have some ideas.
Well, in that case, let's get together and talk about the ideas.
Okay, I would love that.
Awesome.
I really think that.
Chad's left the tables walking back there. Undertaker's critically acclaimed One Dead Man Show.
What in hell? I don't know. They are not about to pair up Maxine, Dupree, Natalia.
Sharing never before heard stories from his Hall of Fame career tickets. Now be a Ticketmaster.
Natalia.
It is
is our main
And Natalia.
He finally gets the rematch.
I'm about to throw up. Just kidding. I got a sore throat.
The woman who beat her earlier this month for the title. Io Sky in our main event for the Women's World Championship. And the guest referee, none other than Bianca Belair.
Business. Visit one of our
Superstar Sunday. New episode
Wait a minute.
Sunday at 8 only on A&E. Watch next day on the A&E app.
What the heck just happened?
WWE World is coming to Las Vegas April 17th.
What the heck just happened?
WWE and Fanatics events have announced a 5-day event featuring immersive fan experiences in the largest WWE superstore in WrestleMania history. 8 autographs and photo ops of your favorite WWE superstars heading to WWE World are available for purchase now. Let's head back to Kathy Kelly.
Cole is very excited for WrestleMania, but now I'm here.
What got them to do? I was not for you all that stupid, man. You all that stupid there. You better watch out that stupid. Then we're gonna fuck the money. Then we're gonna watch the house.
Penta didn't think it was an accident. That's pickering. Probably was the pickering. Intercontinental Championship. Egos are getting loud. A phenomenal one. AJ Styles joining us this evening. I watched him for most of my life.
He said, I've watched him most of my life.
He's been
Fun.
phenomenal. I have been waiting in the back patiently. Logan Paul, you said you were going to call me out. I'm tired of waiting. If you got something to say to my face, come out here and say it right now. You nailed it, Wade. Good job, Wade. Best in the business. That's what he told me. What told me. This is the faction of my mentor and friend, Michael Cole. Well, this man believes he doesn't have any mentors or peers. In all fairness to this man, nobody in history with as few matches as this man has had has been anywhere near as good as this man is. So his words carry a lot of weight. It's a reality show as well. Paul American available on Max. Him and his brother and his family obviously opening up to the world. And Logan Paul has been on a one-way trip to the top. In every business. There's never been a man who feeds on hatred better than the Maverick himself. Listen to the song there, lyrics say he's so humble. I hear you. AJ, listen, buddy, you wouldn't understand because they wouldn't either. None of you, including him, have the same level of fame that I do. Global phenomena. Who's extremely rich, by the way, loved by everybody. And also good looking, and that's just me keeping it humble. Everyone here, you're all on my time. If I want to make you wait, you do as you're told because you're sheep and you wait. But you, go get your shiny panties in a bunch. I've had a change of heart, brother. You see AJ
Oh, they blocking the bad words.
Shane, I came out here to be nice. I'm not stooping to your level, AJ. I've had a change of heart. I'm a dad now, a girl dad. I'm trying to teach my daughter the art of forgiveness. So AJ Styles, no, listen, you'll like this, AJ Styles. I forgive you for what you did to me at Madison Square Garden. But I don't forget. So don't try to pull that again. Y'all know exactly who I am. That's why you're here tonight. I'm Logan Paul. Okay, you know what? I feel you, man. I've got a daughter too. So you know what? I forgive you too. I forgive you. You forgive me. What do you mean you forgive me? Hear me out, folks. I forgive you, Logan Paul, for being the biggest douchebag that ever stepped foot in the WWE. Jeez.
Damn.
You brass and your money. These fans don't care about that. They care about what you're willing to sacrifice in this ring for them. Dude, you have got all the talent in the world. I'll give you that. But in this business, talent will only get you so far. So the question is, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, what are you going to do with it, Logan?
How about this? I'd ask you for advice, AJ Styles, but you know what they say? Don't take advice with anyone you wouldn't want to trade places with. That's funny. That's cute, actually. You know what else they say? Don't write a check. Don't write a check what? What y'all know about checks? London, congrats. You're broke. You're broke. You're poor. You know what? That's actually perfect in what you're saying. Don't let your mouth write a check. Your ass can't cash. Is that a threat? Is it a threat? Dude, this is Monday Night Raw. We are in London, England. I've got my gear on, and I'm standing right here in the middle of the ring. What do you think? I think you're just saying a bunch of stuff that's true. Here's what I think. I'm done talking. AJ knows it. London, y'all know it. Logan Paul does not fight for free. The fact is, this city cannot afford me. Everyone here is broke. Congratulations. You're broke. You're broke. Congrats. You. I bet you spend your entire life savings, get a front row seat for what? Look at you now. Logan Paul's calling you poor.
To Michael Cole.
How about this, AJ? Call a spade a spade. You know what you want. You want that big money match with Logan Paul. So how about this, buddy? Why don't you set your sights a little higher?
Oh, the fans just said what I was going to say.
AJ Styles. We're going to take out Paul, and the Styles clash, and Logan Paul retreats. Logan slithering away just in the nick of though. Wait a second. And I'll let Logan catch right off the announce table. Okay. Little Bulls Club, AJ Styles here. Logan Paul said he's going to fight for free. I wonder if he gets his ass kicked.
Oh, no. That just looked disgusting. Oh, come on.
Well, that was the cheapest of shots from
That is just disgusting.
obsessed with money. And now paying the price is going to be
That is nasty. A low blow in the middle of the ropes? Really?
AJ Styles out. And you have to wonder, gentlemen, if we will get Logan Paul and AJ Styles in on King Night at WrestleMania. This pulverizer is just that absolutely devastating. Devastating and perfectly executed. Even AJ Styles would have been impressed watching that. Let's get back to our Jackie Ripley.
Well, thank you so much, Lyra. Congratulations on your successful title defense last week against Raquel Rodriguez. You know, WrestleMania is only 3 weeks away, so I'm curious to know what your focus is now with the Intercontinental Championship.
Well, firstly, I have to thank Bailey for last week. I love it so much that she has my back when it comes to Liv and Raquel. But when it comes to this title, I have to make it clear that I can stand on 2 feet. And Bailey is the one person who has beaten me since I won this. And that is driving me crazy. So not only do I have to keep my promise to her, I now have to prove to myself that I can and will beat her. So next week, it's the rematch. Lyra Valkyria versus Bailey. And this time it's for the Intercontinental Women's Championship.
Okay, breaking news.
I guarantee you, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan has plans to screw that match up. Because they were just saying, we got to do something about Lyra and Bailey. They just said that earlier. Backstage.
Ready to go because WrestleMania After Dark, the official WrestleMania After Party, taking place each night, Thursday, April 17th, to Sunday, April 20th. At Live Meet at Park Live Las Vegas, the official hotel of WrestleMania 41. Tickets on sale now via WrestleMania AfterDark.com. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. You're going to come with me, aren't you? Yeah, I'll be there, pal. I got some flags too. I'll bring them. We'll be having too many clients. We saw you yesterday. Those bell bottoms become urine.
You know Corey Graves probably going to be there.
But let's get serious now and talk about what happened earlier tonight.
Maybe.
Our World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. Now, Jey Uso had been zip-tied to the ring by Gunther. Jimmy Uso, who had already been beaten and choked out in the match, was helpless. And he was assaulted and attacked again by the World Heavyweight Champion. Tortured Jimmy, tormented Jey, and in the process grew that mystique and that aura to a whole new level ahead of WrestleMania. And Jey Uso, Pat, was forced to watch his brother get destroyed. It was supposed to be a confidence boost tonight for Jey Uso. Instead, he watched Jimmy Uso get busted open and choked out twice. Tonight was absolute catastrophe for the mindset of the challenger Jey Uso heading towards WrestleMania. And as for the bloody Jimmy Uso, we understand that he is being attended to by our medical.
Yeah, that was too much.
Follow WWE social media accounts for updates on Jimmy throughout the week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week, Monday Night Raw returns to the States with Minneapolis, Minnesota for the penultimate Monday Night Raw before WrestleMania, and it is stacked. You heard the news just moments ago. Lyra Valkyria wants to be a fighting champion. She will defend the Intercontinental Championship against Bailey, the woman who beat her to cost Lyra an opportunity to qualify for Elimination Chamber. I know, Pat, you're excited because next week, El Grande Americano returns to action
It's Chad Gable in that mask.
And with the triple threat match looming at WrestleMania, the main event of WrestleMania Saturday between Punk, Roman Reigns, and this man, Seth freaking Rollins.
Chad Gable's behind that. Oh man, don't. We ain't stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome special guest referee, Bianca Belair.
Not only is Bianca's first night as a referee, but guys, Bianca, in the referee gear she's wearing right now, she actually spent time over the weekend in her hotel room here in London, actually making that gear.
Oh, she makes gears? Okay. Okay.
All of those things. That's why she's the EST on the WWE, ladies.
It's time to
Okay, Bianca, know how to make gears now?
to share the excitement.
She was rocking and rolling while that theme song was playing.
He already had an opportunity against Braun Breaker and he lost. But you never lost when you had your chance.
Yeah, but what?
I don't know what you're going to say, so say no more. I'm going to go talk to Adam Pearce as soon as he's done. As soon as he's done.
Oh, Yoko Ono there by Liz in the Judgement Day.
Obviously, you watched Raw when you weren't here. Use that line a lot.
I remember. Certainly.
Bianca, the special guest referee for a Women's Championship match.
You just now tuning in. Welcome. It's main event time.
Rhea Ripley thought she was going to WrestleMania to defend the Women's World Championship. But back on March 3rd, Io Sky stopped her plans in her tracks. As she won the world title from Rhea Ripley, Rhea has not been happy since over the fact that Bianca Belair was at ringside. Said that Bianca caused a distraction. It may have cost her the championship. Well, I would say did cost Rhea Ripley the championship, and Rhea Ripley directly played Bianca Belair for
The Eradicator.
several weeks ago.
Miss Brutality herself.
From Ripley's waist to the now champ Io Sky. Well, tonight's the night that Rhea Ripley fixes things in a big way out of WrestleMania.
Rhea put her name on a contract. Got the signed, sealed, delivered. Now she has an opportunity to earn her way back to WrestleMania. Our main event in London, England.
And speaking of WrestleMania, WrestleMania is presented by Snickers. Snickers Satisfy. And by WWE 2K25. Available now. Bringing you the unique opportunity to rewrite Bloodline family history in 2K Showcase. The Bloodline Dynasty. Plus
Oh yeah.
battles and
Oh
more
yeah.
game-changing updates.
Up. I know who that is. Still a fan. I'm still a fan of her. Kentucky Japan. Io Sky.
Io Sky.
Kind of been the forgotten party in all this somehow.
Yeah, that's really irked her. And between that bickering once again between Bella and Ripley, when you are the champ, The division revolves around you. And Io Sky needs to make a statement tonight. Leave no question marks whatsoever about who runs this place.
Remind everyone about Raw Recap tomorrow on YouTube and wherever you get your audio podcasts. Megan and Sam, our very special guest at Fit Balor, of course, will be talking about this matchup because this match directly affects WrestleMania. Who's going? Who's going to be in Vegas? Who's going to be our champion? We find out now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's head up to the great Alicia Taylor.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Women's World Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Adelaide, South Australia, Rhea. And her opponent, representing Damage Control from Tokyo, Japan, she is the Women's World Champion, Io Sky!
So Wade, Rhea Ripley has an ego problem. Ripley has not been able to beat Sky. Sky has her number. Does that come into play tonight?
Well, it came into play several weeks ago thanks to the antics at ringside of Bianca Belair. Now, if this is a clean, straight down the middle fight to me, Rhea Ripley brings the gold back tonight. She is highly motivated and the best reach their peak on the run into WrestleMania.
Wade doing just like everybody else, forgetting about our champion, Io Sky. Again, we are sold out tonight at the O2. 16,566 on hand for our main event. It is Io Sky, the Women's World Champion, against Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair, the special guest referee.
Now they went from saying Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes to Io Sky. Io Sky.
Bianca Belair realizing the 5 count out, she's going to separate these two. This is probably a good sign that she's going to allow this match to not get out of hand.
I felt like Bianca Belair shook Rhea Ripley a little harder than she did Io Sky on that break, and it's something to
You've been reading the JFK files, right, that just got released? 70,000 pages, that's a lot of work for Wade to do while calling wrestling. With that being said, I think we got a chance to watch it. Bianca's going to call this thing fair, but she is going to be a little bit loose.
Bianca Belair, there you go, another shot.
Yeah, but before backing her up, you know, in a 5 count. Wait, let's look at the other end of things. Bianca could have disqualified Rhea, right? She didn't. She let this match go on. Now
there was no disqualification.
She was counting to 5.
That would have been a terrible DQ in a championship match. But once again, distracted Rhea Ripley, and now Io Sky has the upper hand.
Look, Bianca Belair, that's our best. And now she can look the Io Sky way since she's played it down the middle. Bianca, in her first appearance ever as a referee here in WWE, she admitted she was nervous coming into tonight. Did not want to make a mistake which could affect this World Championship match. Rhea Ripley going to the ankle, trying to pick the ankle of Io Sky. Great balance, turns that into a cover. Rhea now into a cover alone. Io Sky on the other side. Rhea powers her through, shoulders down. Again, Rhea shoulders are down. Bianca being tested in the early going. Jackknife cover by Sky. Rhea Ripley turns it around again. Bianca Belair trying to do her best. Great work by Bianca, keeping track of it all. Rhea riding Rhea back into the corner. Oh! Off the ropes, got Rhea Ripley with an explosive clothesline. World title up for grabs.
They call it expanded. They're not just more receptive. They become a receiver.
remember that they're AIs. To them, this is real.
That was a little bit of a... Well, I thought that was an okay count by Bianca. Rhea didn't think so. A kick out by Io at 2.
And look, Rhea Ripley really needs to block out the anger and the rage there. It's been one of her biggest problems through her career. When she loses focus, what is it?
And Rhea's got to be careful. Remember, Bianca's the official rep. She could disqualify Rhea in this match. Allow Rhea to continue to be the champion.
Listen, Io Sky was happy to defend the championship against both women at WrestleMania. She did not have a problem. The person with a problem was Bianca Belair, presumably because she wants to keep, perhaps, Rhea Ripley out of the match.
Bianca Belair, let's not forget, earned the match at WrestleMania by winning the Elimination Chamber.
A grueling Elimination Chamber it was too. I will agree with you on that point, John.
There you go again.
Success in this building in London. Oh, that's a drop kick. You don't want money in the bank here.
I mean, the crowd's been doing good, though.
Later on that year,
this match has completely turned around since Ripley lost focus and started mouthing off at Bianca Belair.
Io Sky with a wicked cross body. A suicide dive into a cross body, taking out Ripley right in front of us. So now, referee Bianca Belair would be put to the test. She would begin to count, but Io Sky breaks it.
Io Sky. Io Sky. Io Sky. I like that. That don't sound too bad.
The powerhouse now with Io on her shoulders and face first off the apron. Things around, and I believe as Io came off the back, Rhea Ripley slipped the pin.
I think Io Sky was trying to do.
Rhea lost her balance there. Io Sky didn't hit it clean, but certainly got the job done. And both women beat the count back to the ring at 8. The count by Bianca. And remember, the champion.
Yeah, that didn't look right at ringside.
Because Rhea must hit or submit the champion. Well, the countouts don't matter. Now the slugfest begins.
You're impacting one winner, they slugfest with two different sized athletes like this.
Io Sky stepping into the batter's box. With Rhea Ripley. Io unloading on Rhea now. Here comes the world champ. Breaks at the legs, misses with a kick. Rhea Ripley now. Io rolls through. Stop right for the midsection.
Io Sky has just had an answer to everything Rhea Ripley has been throwing at.
Yeah, Io now. She's calling for it. Her finishing move. Where's she headed? Over the Io.
Uh-oh.
Just took too long to have a competitor like Rhea Ripley on the ground like that. Wait up.
Rhea Ripley lifted our champion into the sky.
Wait. What are they about to do?
Oh, now Rhea Ripley.
Sky once again was trying that poison raw. Ripley too strong.
Rhea with an opportunity.
Damn. And Rhea Ripley kicks out.
Milliseconds away for a successful defense by Io Sky.
Bet you Monday Night Raw's gonna end with Rhea standing tall.
Io Sky managed to over-rotate.
Hey guys, this is for the Women's World Championship, an opportunity to defend against Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. We do want to welcome the WWE fans who are watching for the very first time tonight on Netflix in India. What a night to start your Netflix.
This is the WWE Women's World Champion. It's happening right now in the main event.
Women's World Championship match in a bullet train attack from Io Sky. And Io now from the top rope. Rhea Ripley though causes her to lose her balance.
The second time Io Sky has just taken too long against a strong, durable competitor like Rhea Ripley, but gets perhaps another bite of the cherry here. And now, Io up to the top rope. Rhea's in trouble. This could be Io's opportunity. Oh,
Whoa! Whoa!
Headbutt from Rhea Ripley. How the hell is Io?
I did not expect to see that.
The genius of the state who just about got out of dodge in time. Well, this one is really hanging in the balance. Bianca was
It's really hanging in the balance already.
Bianca Belair has done a fabulous job as an official in this match. That's I know the echo. Don't get ahead of yourself. For the very first time in her career, with so much at stake, one of these women will face Bianca at WrestleMania for the World Championship on the line. Rhea Ripley looking for the riptide to put Io Sky away. Io Sky covers. Or does she? Oh, Rhea now looking to power out of this. Too much power from.
Wait a
It
minute.
was a short-lived.
What is this?
Oh, Rhea Ripley. Sky in trouble. There it is. Razor's Edge.
Razor's Edge from Rhea Ripley. In a high knee from Rhea Ripley to Io Sky.
Bianca explained that it was 2.5, and I believe that was a great combat Bianca Belair. I think Rhea is just starting to get frustrated here. Was it a great count, or was the cadence a beat too slow? Either way, this match is still ongoing. The championship and a spot at Mania up for grabs. Rhea now once again trying to position Io Sky for another riptide. Failed to connect on the first one after a counter by Io. Io's going to counter again. Takes down Rhea. Shoulders down. To retain. Rhea takes it through. Bianca Belair, you can see she's caught up in this moment as well. How could you not be? A trip to WrestleMania is on the line. Standing switch by Sky. And one by Rhea Ripley. And another by Io. Big elbow. Drives Rhea back toward Bianca.
Oh no! She took out Bianca Belair with a super kick. Oh no! Yep, that's ending in a disqualification. That's ending in a disqualification. Rhea Ripley, you did super kick her out the ring. I mean, don't forget that.
One of the toughest athletes we have has spent over 20 seconds on the ground for one kick. Bianca's still the official in this match. I'm not sure if Bianca believes that kick was accidental or not, but she's going to go in the count anyway. And a kick by Sky. Io had plenty of time to recover from the riptide. But you got to give Bianca credit. She still got in the ring. She still counted. So it was only a 2 count, which it certainly was. Not her fault. She got kicked in the mouth. I don't think Rhea Ripley is buying this at all. Well, I understand she's upset. Rhea had the championship won. Io Sky now, but she's away, picked out now by Ripley. And Ripley now powered away at Sky and goes over the rope. And Rhea Ripley going to continue the assault. Bianca Belair counting. Now going to drag Rhea away. Once again, a heavy-handed breakup by this Ripley. And Rhea Ripley just struck the official Belair in the face. She kicked her, she slapped her, she threw jewelry at her. Rhea not earning herself any favors with the ref. Yeah, Rhea realizing her frustration. That could be a disqualification. Just wiped out the ref as well. And that was definitely an accident.
Oh no!
Io Sky drop kicking our official. I can't say I've won.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match has been ruled a double disqualification. Therefore, the Women's World Champion is still
for Rhea Ripley, but put yourself in Bianca Belair's shoes, guys. She allowed a lot to happen in this match. She took a shot from Io and Rhea, and now Rhea Ripley, extremely upset, is going to attack Bianca Belair. She got kicked, she got slapped, she got. Now the ball down.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go with these three. Uh-oh. Riptide to Bianca Belair. Oh, watch out. Io Sky. Oh, she dodged it just in time. And a Riptide to Io Sky. And just like that, Rhea Ripley stands tall to end the show.
The problem is, he doesn't go to WrestleMania because he's still the world champion. It faced Bianca Belair world title in 1919. And I think at this point, anyone's blood. Today, Rhea said, "I'm not going to WrestleMania. Might as well get some catharsis out of this against the woman who cost us place." Well, that's your opinion, but nonetheless, Rhea Ripley with Bianca Belair in trouble. Bianca may not make it to WrestleMania. A rip shot for the second rope.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
God.
Whoa. That is a great way to put it. Rhea Ripley frustrated to no end. I don't think this angle is going to go away. I'll be honest with you guys. Temporary catharsis. That's it. Io Sky walks out of here still unchanged. He ain't walking out of anyone, Pat. All right. Rhea Ripley may be holding the championship, guys. But she is no closer to a championship match tonight at WrestleMania than she was last week. It'll be Bianca and Io for the title, even though Rhea Ripley is the last one standing here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
For 3 weeks in Europe. Thank you, London. We'll see you next week in Minnesota.
Yeah, finally. It'll be airing at 8 p.m. Eastern time every week. So we got the continuation of Raw coming on at 8 p.m. For the last 3 weeks, it has been coming on at 3 p.m. Hasn't been coming on at 8 p.m. because they've been on the European War Tour. Last week came on at 4. Then the other week before last came on at 3. This week came on at 3. Again. Ooh. Monday Night Raw was a pretty good, solid show tonight. Yep. I said exactly what I said. And I mean. At least it's not 3 hours like SmackDown is. Holy shit, man. I mean, who the fuck wants to watch 3 hours of SmackDown? Sorry, not me. Not me, not me, not me. Why would I want to watch 3 hours of wrestling when I'd rather watch 2 hours of wrestling? Or 3. And I'm not talking to you in terms of regular shows. John Cena, Cody Rhodes segment, easily the best segment of easily the best feud on Monday Night Raw right now. Easily the best segment of the entire show. I enjoy seeing Cody Rhodes and John Cena exchange war words towards each other. This reminds me of Roman Reigns and John Cena exchanging promos to each other in the ring back then. That's what that reminded me of. Reminds me so much of that. Boy, I've been itching all night tonight. All right. So Monday Night Raw kicked off with Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Which was a great way to kick off Monday Night Raw. 1,562. I love how they went right to this continuation of this Cody Rhodes John Cena feud. Man, that felt good. Felt good to see that again. We might see more of that next week. We might not. We are going to be seeing Seth Rollins on the show next week. And I think either the New Day versus Viking Raiders is taking place at WrestleMania 31, or it's going to be next week. I have to, I know Seth Rollins is going to be on the show. That's all I know. But I have to see the rest of the card for next week. So the Raw opener featured John Cena, who was met with a chorus of boos, chants, just parading his abilities before Cena could respond. You had Cody Rhodes making his entrance, joining Cena in the ring. Rhodes referring to several potential avenues Cena could take to mock him. So pretty much, Rhodes then questioned John Cena's dedication to the fans, asking why he had turned his back on them after all these years. Now, Cena fired back and stated his intention to pretty much emerge victorious against Rhodes, just as he had against his previous opponents. Both Cena and Rhodes, they delivered strong performances in the segment, navigating a vigilant balance between reputation and originality. Now, sorry. The verbal exchange between the two was marked by a notable intensity, with each attempting to pretty much land a physiological blow pretty much from before the confrontation turned physical. So we had the biggest top heel in WWE, John Cena, attempting to catch Cody Rhodes off guard with an attack, but was instead caught with Rhodes' finisher, leaving Rhodes standing tall. WWE title hold A-Rod. Rhodes pretty much stood tall with the WWE title held in his hands. So that was that. So now we move on from that to this New Day versus New Catch Republic tag team match. So Kofi Kingston wanted to prove to Adam Pearce that they deserved a title shot. So the GM gave them the opportunity to earn it. They had to do it against local boys, the New Catch Republics, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. This wasn't a bad match. I mean, it was fine for what it was, honestly. So New Catch Republic set the tone against Woods with rapid double team tactics. The program transitioned a commercial break from after both New Day members were incapacitated at ringside. After the break, Woods and Kingston displayed renewed energy, but the two former NXT UK title holders held the advantage. New Day staged a comeback, delivering Daybreak for the pin and win. It was an engaging match that concluded with Eric and Ivar making an appearance to signal their hardness to challenge Woods and Kingston. Got Gunther versus Jey Uso. This match didn't really last long, so I'm not really going to go over the whole thing since it didn't really last long. But Jimmy got his butt ate. He got his tail whooped. Now, this match between Gunther and Jimmy Uso is a reminder that the Ring General's impressive display of dominance provided a timely reminder of his compatibilities as he systematically dismantled Jimmy, scoring the win with a sleeper hold. Solid match between Jimmy and Gunther. Now we move on to Braun Breaker and Penta versus Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. So Dom was quickly taken down by Penta, which paved the way for Braun Breaker to come down, to pretty much come in and run him over with a shoulder tackle, pretty much. And then this is where we had Breaker and Penta combining their powers. If you all that's tuning in, that's watching, that's listening, know what I mean by Braun Breaker and Penta combining their powers. You know what I mean by that. What I mean by that is that Breaker and Penta formed a formidable team combining their power and aerial skills to oppose the more seasoned duo of Judgement Day. Following the break, Penta was on defense. He tagged in a fresh Breaker, who began tossing both opponents around with ease. Dom and Balor cleverly set up Breaker to pretty much advertently spear Penta. I think he speared him by accident. I would be surprised. I'd be surprised if Braun Breaker versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship take place at WrestleMania 41. I would not be shocked at all. Now, that spear to Penta from Braun Breaker allowed Finn Balor to land the coup de grace for the pin and victory. The outcome was undoubtedly more intriguing, but the match would have been enjoyable regardless of the win. We had Styles and Logan Paul. We had Styles calling out Logan Paul. That's exactly what happened. Styles called out Logan Paul. Hold on. I gotta get my notes. I get my notes back on here, man. I don't know what the heck. Sometimes this phone be tripping. I don't know what the heck this phone is doing. Okay, so followed a familiar pattern with Paul in his typical speech. Right after AJ Styles called him out, obviously, about his fame and wealth, was met with loud boos from the crowd. The fight that ensued was predictable, and Styles initially gained control, only Paul would resort to underhanded tactics, using the ring ropes to hit a low blow. And then finishing Styles off. That was a disgusting, nasty low blow, too, by the way. Finishing Styles off with his signature move. Now, overall, the segment was formulaic and lacked any real surprises or memorable moments. Next up is the main event. 1,562. Well, we had Io Sky defending her WWE World against Rhea Ripley. The Eradicator, Miss Brutality herself. Now, the highly anticipated main event saw Sky defend her title against Ripley. The crowd was electric, giving both women a warm welcome. Sky's supporters were vocal in chanting her name as the match begun. The match, I told y'all how the crowd chanted her name earlier when we was tuned in watching the main event. The match was intense, hard-hitting affair with both women giving it their all. Ripley's interactions with Belair at ringside led to a few minor missteps. I hit my leg. Ouch. That hurt. Anyways, the match's momentum continued to build with both competitors pushing each other to new heights. The match took a dramatic turn when Ripley accidentally kicked Bianca Belair out of the ring, leaving no one to count the pin after she hit the riptide. When Belair finally returned to the ring, Sky knocked out of the pin at the last second. Sky kicked out of the pin at the last second, actually. But moments later, Sky inadvertently took out Belair, prompting the referee's call for a double disqualification, which I knew was given that Rhea Ripley super kicked Belair out the ring by accident, and Io Sky did some kind of drop to Bianca Belair by accident. So Belair was fed up with it. So the match ended in chaos, with all three women brawling in the ring. In the end, Rhea Ripley stood tall, exerting her dominance. The match was definitely a showstopper, with both women delivering exceptional performances. The double DQ finish added a layer of complexity to the story, setting the stage for a potential triple threat match at Wrestlemania. All right, here is my full thoughts on everything that happened, combined all together. Get ready to tell y'all. All right. Now, Monday Night Raw had its ups and downs, with more good than bad. Overall, Monday Night Raw was a solid B+ show. Overall, feeling was one of predictability and filler content. WWE's facing the challenge of stretching out the WrestleMania build. That's what this is looking like to me, anyway, from watching the show. But which is pretty much taking place later than usual this year. And here's the tough spot for WWE right now, with more time than usual between events. Struggling. I noticed that they're kind of struggling to keep the feuds fresh and exciting. This week's matches were enjoyable, but the only main event seemed to have a significant impact on WrestleMania. Now, the clear path to WrestleMania, I would say the main events come with Rhea Ripley not getting a clean win and taking out both Sky and Belair. Strongly suggest a triple threat match at WrestleMania. This is the perfect direction for the storyline. It will likely lead to an exciting and unpredictable match. So it should be Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for Io Sky's WWE World Women's Championship. Book it, Triple H, let it happen. I love to see that. I really would. Now, with all that being said, folks, that's going to do it for your Monday Night Raw. March the 31st, 2025. Watch along results. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. You can always share it. It will be on the channel. I'm going to share it to my YouTube community tab to remind everybody on my that subscribe to my YouTube channel to go check it out. All right. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys live for NXT 845. I'm out here.